Informative issue of the day from 11th distinction.
Good morning to everyone. I am Jason from 11th distinction. Today's trigonometry ratio. Sin A minus B is equal to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Thank you.
Formulas of the day from 9th degree.
Fantastic mark to our idea from transparent geometry. Formula of the day: a minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Thank you.
Numbers of the day from 8th triumph.
Fantastic morning to all. I am Ruby Livanan from 8th triumph. Today's definition: whole number is defined as any number between 0 to infinity, not including decimals or fraction. The whole number definition also states that the whole number cannot be negative. Thank you.
Mensuration of the day from 7th Pacific.
Fantastic morning to all. I am Vishnu Manasa from 7th Pacific. Mensuration of the day. Area of rectangle is equal to length multiplied by perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 multiplied length multiplied. Thank you.
Squared and cube tables of the day from 6th degree.
Fantastic morning to all. I'm Harvey. I'm studying 6th standard English. Square and cube table of the day. 3 squares are 9, 3 cubes are 27. Thank you.
Shapes of the day from 5th APJ Kalam.
Fantastic morning to all. My name is Kaniska and I am from 5th standard ABJ Kalam. Shapes of the day. A rectangle is a flat shape with 4 straight sides where all angles are right angles 90 degrees. Thank you.
Mathematician of the day from 4th Europe.
Fantastic morning to all. My name is Rupika from 4th standard Europe. Today's mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan was a great mathematician of India. He was born on 22nd December 1887 in Madras during British government. He wrote many books comprising his theories and formulas. Thank you.
Tables in reverse order of the day from 3rd diamond.
Good morning to all. My name is Suresh Mitra. I am studying 3rd standard diamond. Reverse table of 3. 3 tables are 30. 3 nines are 27. 3 eights are 24. 3 sevens are 21. 3 sixes are 18. 3 fives are 15. 3 fours are 12. 3 threes are 9. 3 twos are 6. 3 ones are 3. Thank you.
Whole numbers of the day from 2nd Jupiter.
Good morning to all. My name is Tanmay. I am studying first standard. Second one Jupiter. Whole numbers 11 to 20. 11, 13, 17, 15, 17 and 19. Thank you.
Even numbers of the day from 1st America. Numbers in reverse order of the day from UKG penguins.
Good morning to all. My name is Theodora. I am studying LKG, UKG penguins. Reverse numbers 20, 19, 30, 18, 19, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Thank you.
Reading from the
Today is World Refugee Day. Who is a refugee? Can anybody say who is a refugee? Have you seen refugees? At least on TV, have you seen refugees? Agadigal, have you seen? Refugee is a person who is forced to leave his home and homeland because of the unrest. Refugee refugee is a person who is forced to leave his home and homeland with whatever comes in hand, because the place becomes very dangerous for that particular person and family to survive. Such persons are called refugees. Anybody can be a refugee. Understand that. Refugees are not born. Refugees are made. There are many reasons for certain communities or certain countries to become refugees. Have you heard of the war in Sri Lanka which ended in 2009? I think most of you were not born. There was a big civil war going on for many decades in Sri Lanka. It was between the Sinhalese majority and the Tamilian minority. So ethnic differences and language, it was the reason for unrest. This given rise to socio-economic differences. Lakhs and lakhs of Tamilians and hundreds of Ceylons, that means the Sri Lankans, they died in the war. It was a very pathetic situation. During that war, during those 2 decades, we had thousands and 10,000s of refugees coming to Tamil Nadu. And most of them, they lived in that Mandapam refugee camp. Have you seen that Mandapam refugee camp? You are very small kids, I think you know nothing about history. We should talk to you about it and make you aware about those things. In 2009, a boy, actually not just a boy, a group of students, private college students, they came from Sri Lanka to the refugee camp. They were in our campus also, in that other campus. So one of my students, his name was Subhash. Okay, he was a refugee once. He was in India, and I used to support them a lot. I used to visit the refugee camps. Weekly 2 or 3 days, I will be there with them. There are so many refugees. They all had different stories about the war, what they saw in the war. Nothing like that can be seen in the most violent movies. It all happened in front of their eyes. And he went back to Sri Lanka in 2011. And now he is a very famous social worker there. Can you see this picture? No, not this picture. The previous picture. Not this one. Can you see that person in the side row? Can you see him? Now he is leading the lamp with the movie directors and producers. He was once a refugee. So we cannot brush off and underestimate refugees. Refugees have the potential to become great in their future life. Okay, and another refugee I want to show you. This is the refugee whom I am talking about, Subhash. Now he is a great social worker. He has received multiple awards, even from the minister. Till now, he is in touch with us. Award we received recently. Can you see a girl over there in blue jacket? Huh? Her father was a refugee from Sri Lanka. He painted all these paintings from Mr. Reddy Abraham. You see that man? He came to India as a refugee, married a Tamilian girl, one Ruby, a wonderful lady, and now they have a girl. She visited NASA. Government took her to NASA because she passed in the Dinadandi state quiz. She came first. So you see, children, anybody can become a refugee, and a refugee is potential of becoming great. Can any one of you tell me who is the most famous refugee in human history? A scientist. He was a refugee. He's the most famous of all the scientists. Who is the most famous of all the scientists? You tell me. The man with the frizzly hair, what is his name? Yes, what is his name? Frizzly hair? Who? Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was a refugee. He was a German Jew, and during the Nazi regiment, he fled Germany because his apartment was ransacked, his books were burned, and he was a professor. His professorship was banned. So he had no way but to flee to the United States of America, and in 1940 he became the citizen of America. And you all know him, he is equal to MC square. He became the greatest of all the scientists. So if in your life, if you happen to come across a refugee or a stranger, try to have a heart with no borders. Try to accommodate them. They could become the future Albert Einstein. They could become great like this. So we should not sideline or brush anybody because they are refugees. If a war happens now, we will all become what? Refugees. It can happen to anybody at any instance, at any point of time. So today we are commemorating World Refugee Day. Why so? Because the number of refugees are increasing every single day. Even now the war between Iran and Israel is going on, right? Yeah, my heart cries out to Palestine, poor Palestine. They have all become refugees. Syrians, they are refugees. So many refugees around the world. Though we cannot do directly anything about it, indirectly there are different ways for us to support them, and we can do that. And today I would like to show you a very famous video, a multiple Oscar winner video, The Umbrella. It was made about a refugee boy. It's a real life story. So watch it and have an understanding. And tomorrow is International Yoga Day. And in the afternoon is Music Day. So tomorrow will be a mind relaxing day for you guys. Are you happy? You should all come in tracksuit. Why? Because you need to lift up your hands and legs. So come in tracksuit. Make sure it is properly stitched everywhere. Okay. So make sure about those things. And today 7th and 8th hour.